Definitely. I'm gonna go ahead on and set up the heart rate monitor stream to make sure I can tell if we get kicked off the air. But while I'm doing that, you can do whatever. You can do the intro and shit.
First and foremost, like, comment, subscribe. Recovery Room Podcast. We are 15 subscribers away from 200 subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe to the Recovery Room Podcast and go to adameve.com and use promo code RRPOD and go get you 50% off almost everything in the online store. Do not go in the store. Go to the online store. You get 6 free videos, a lover's kit, and all of that good stuff from adameve.com when you use promo code RRPOD. adameve.com, promo code RRPOD. Go get your shit because they didn't increase their prices during inflation. And you can get whatever you want for whoever you want for whoever you love. So go to adameve.com, promo code RRPOD, and go get your shit. But this nigga Kanye crazy. We're gonna get into that though.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah. And
All
you
right.
wanna know what's another thing though?
What's that?
This nigga Kanye gonna run for president again. That's crazy shit.
Bro, that ain't. I mean, that's. I mean, we've seen him try that before. That's one of the least crazier things that he's done lately. I mean, shit. Like, what are we? What are we really gonna be surprised that a narcissist thinks that he can win the presidency when he didn't even get like 1% of the vote last time? He, like, come on. He is a complete, you know what, moron. Anyway, um, bro, why is this shit acting up? Why is it acting up? Sending me all type of pop-ups and shit. Like, I don't want to do none of this. Anyway, like Kanye West, he or Ye or whatever the fuck he goes by these days. He has been enabled by niggas to the point to where he is just shit his own career down the toilet, bro. Like, because at this point, let's be for real. Like, let's be for real. The least thing that people were that people are interested in when it come to him is his fucking music. Or am I wrong?
Say that one more time.
I said the thing that people are interested in the least when it comes to him is his music, right?
Yeah,
Correct me.
niggas don't. And I even saw a fucking post the other day that Kanye's music streams are down so much right now.
Bro,
Like
they taking him out them
maybe not
algorithms.
even on the radio.
They taking cuz out them algorithms, bro. Like he talked to he went at the people who own all this shit. Like listen, look at, bro. Like let me see. Like I don't know.
Niggas Balenciaga cut ties. Fucking the Hollywood Talent Agency cut ties.
CAA.
Adidas cut ties.
Yeah, CAA is a talent agency that all those big actors and shit mess with over there. But that's besides the point. Like the thing is that Kanye West is a person who has been. He thinks that he can do and say whatever he wants to, and nothing is gonna happen. And you know, in my personal opinion, all this shit, shout out to Say Cheese, this is his tweet. All of this shit is a result of his stands and shit enabling him. Like, he been enabled his whole damn run, bro. Like, anytime he do or say something stupid, everybody will call him a genius and all that. People just be wanting to be around this clown. Like, you want me to tell you, like, the thing that I saw that epitomized that is, I don't know if you remember the clip. I think it was during the time they was working on the album, the actual album called Ye, if I'm not mistaken. When he screamed on Chance the Rapper like that, and niggas still, and he still tried to pacify that nigga, man. Like, that's grounds to, like, you might not need to slap the shit out of him, but bruh, at least tell him to go fuck himself. At that point, if you don't smack the taste up out his mouth, like but he just stayed in there. Like, come on, bro. Like, at that point in time, what was he gonna give you? Like, what was he gonna give you? That you were still a musical genius when you've been making dog shit, and you continue making dog shit. Like, the only thing that came out of that whole thing was Pusha T and Kid Cudi albums, not the one you made, bro. You turned Nas into trash, bro. Like, let's be for real.
I went back and listened to that album. That album's okay.
That shit sucks, bro. I went back and listened to it too. That shit is hot garbage. Talking about that Nasir shit. That shit terrible, in my opinion. But
I think this shit is just getting out of hand. This nigga Kanye don't know when enough is enough.
that shit been out of hand, bro.
You just need somebody to tell him, like, bro, you are on a path to destruction. You need to stop before you run all of your shit into the dirt.
This is the thing about,
It's getting to a point where that shit is getting ran into the dirt right now.
bro, when you lose 6.1 allegedly or reportedly, when you lose $6.1 billion of your net worth in one fell swoop, this shit is firmly out of hand at that point. It ain't getting out of hand. It's out of hand. It's out of a whole set of hands, my nigga. It ain't just out of 2 hands. It's out of 10 hands. Bro, you talking about that amount of money? And let's not even, like, I'm not a pocket watcher, like, so I ain't coming at this from a hating pocket watching point of view. I'm coming at this from a point of view of, like, that 6 billion number was important to this man because he used to brag about it all the time. He bragged about being a billionaire. So let me curtail any Kanye stand that's gonna say he care about the principle. He don't care about the money. He bragged about the money over and over. How many times have we heard Kanye West brag about being a black billionaire? Let alone at the point in time he was the richest, the most wealthy black person on earth. It could be somebody over there in Africa who just ain't, talked about. But as far as we knew, Kanye West was the most rich, wealthy, rolling in money black person on earth. And like we've been saying for a long time, it was only propped up because of that Adidas deal. And now we got proof of that. And it ain't propped up because it wasn't propped up because of how much he was making Adidas. That's not because he was not making Adidas enough money for him to be valued at $6 billion. That's not what happened. Like, if you look at the reports, it's saying that Adidas, that cutting ties with Kanye is going to cost them $245 million this year. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's a far cry from $6 billion. You know what I'm saying? But it was evaluated that way because he, having the ties to him is, how can you put it? The potential of how much they could make by being tied to him is what made him worth $6 billion. That's how stocks work. Like, that's how net worth works. Net worth work a combination of how much money you have, the assets you own, and the shit that you invested in. What that's evaluated at. And he was invested in Adidas, and it was evaluated at a high mark because they thought they could make lots of money off of him over time, which they would have. They would have. But Adidas was there long before you, and they're going to be there long after they cut ties with you. His problem was that he thought once he got in the doors of these companies that he was the reason why they was afloat. That's his problem. Def Jam's still putting out records. Are they not? Adidas is still selling shoes. Adidas still got their logo on half the fucking college football jerseys, which more eyes view college football than do anything to have to do with Kanye West. No. College football is the popular shit. Like,
I don't know. I just hope he didn't think he could break. I hope he didn't think he could break Adidas, because Adidas has been around way before Kanye, and they're gonna be around after Kanye.
That's the thing. Like, Adidas is like he's saying crazy stuff about these companies. I mean, about racial shit. I think that a lot of black people think that they can't get bashed on for saying racial shit. Now, my opinion about that shit, I ain't gonna state it here. Like, I ain't gonna state it because I ain't trying to fall on either side of this argument. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Do I go around saying racial shit about other races? No. But you know why? Because I don't see the fucking point. Because my point of view is that any fucking color person can be an asshole. That's my point of view. But so, when I think that some black people think that black people can't be racist until they fucking roll up on you, like, you not tied. Kanye West is his interests, as far as we know, is tied to too many parent companies and shit. His shit ain't independent.
Yeah.
His shit ain't his.
Gap.
And now, if you really that nigga, like, if Kanye is really that nigga like he claimed to be, go out here, establish you a website, set you up some pop-up shops or whatever you want to do. The easiest way is to establish a website, sell the fucking sneakers without the Adidas logo on them. Shit, YG is doing it. YG got 400 shoes out.
Yeah.
But sell them without the logo on them. People are buying, probably.
But that damn But that Donda logo on them that he got on the jerseys.
I ain't even seen it. Sell the fucking shirts and the pants and the outfits for $20, like you said you was gonna do. Sell the Ye sneakers or the Yeezys or whatever without the Adidas tied to it. Sell the Yeezys for fucking $100 a pair, like you said. I know he said that he was not that being with Adidas was gonna cause him to not have to hot damn limit the amount of the sneakers and have people paying crazy ass aftermarket markups for them. That was all bullshit. Because the sneakers sell out, and next thing you know, you seeing ugly ass dish rag shoes on sale for $1,500 when you could really get that same shoe. You could get a pair of Adidas Boosts for $150 without the Yeezy name being put on them, and it's the same fucking thing. It just ain't got Yeezy wrote on one pair. They look the fucking same, bro. Like, now the shoes was always some clout shit. Like, niggas was not buying that shit because they liked it, bro.
Mm-hmm. I won't go as far as to say niggas won't buy it because they ain't like it. I mean, I fuck with Yeezys, and I mean, even after this, I'll still put on a pair of Yeezys.
Bro, you fuck with Yeezys, bro. But did you buy the Adidas version without his name on it? That's the exact same shoe. Did you do that?
No, but I fucked with Yeezys. I didn't fuck with regular Adidas.
But you only fuck with Yeezys because they was called Yeezys, nigga. If Reebok was selling them shoes,
brand.
That's what I'm saying. But it ain't the Yeezys ain't a brand, bro. It's just an imprint on Adidas. It's not a brand. It's an Adidas imprint.
I would say Adidas is not Adidas, but I would say Yeezy is a brand.
Right, Ewing is more of a brand than Yeezy. Right.
Yeah, but
Yeezy is just an imprint on.
I would much rather have the fucking Yeezys than the Adidas, and I'm pretty sure half of the fucking world would too.
But you only would much rather have them because they're called Yeezys. Because Adidas got that same shoe. I saw James Harden wearing it without Yeezy on it, and it's the same fucking shoe.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a difference between them. It's the same thing, except one of them is called Yeezy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, niggas is not, bro. It's exactly the Yeezy version. If you saw a pair of Jordan 12s, right, the exact same looking shoe. Everything the same, but they was made by Spalding. You're not buying that, are you?
Probably not.
Because the thing is, the fucking Spalding Jordan 12 ripoff, you can best believe it's just a silhouette that came out of the Nike factory. But it is a Jordan 12. It just ain't got the logo on it because it had one stitch that was off. So Nike offloaded it to these niggas in bulk and let them stitch another logo onto it. But it's the same ass shoe. This one ain't even that far. It's from the same fucking place. Out of the same factory. It's just that one was called a Yeezy and niggas was brainwashed into thinking that this shit was two different things. Like, that's it. When they're not. Hey, what's that shit called? Like, what is it called? A 350 boost?
Mm-hmm.
This shit that I can't fucking find them shits. I seen James Harden wearing them hoes, and they wasn't Yeezys. They were just regular Adidas. Had the 3 stripes up the side of them.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, these shits is fucking disgusting looking, bruh. Number one, they ugly as fuck. Here they go, right here.
Those are Yeezys.
Not this ain't the ones I'm looking for. There, Adidas Ultra Boost. That's easy, yeah. But it's a pair. I can't find them shits, but I seen them. I seen James Harden wearing them on the court. They was when he played for the Rockets. They was red and black, and they had the 3 stripes up them. Like they was red with 3 black stripes. They did not have the word Yeezy wrote on them hoes, bro. They didn't. But
No, it is crazy that. Well, I ain't gonna say it's too crazy, but I wouldn't. I mean, if I had any like stake in, or like, let's say, for instance, if I was an athlete and I was on, Donda Sports or whatnot, I see Kanye talking all this shit, I would leave too.
bruh, nobody ain't finna mess up their money messing with this clown, bruh. Like, ain't nobody about to do it. It's not about to happen. Like, cause when it come down to it, bruh, people operate on a every man for they self, or a lot of people do, and a lot of people operate on like every man for they self and my close homies and families, but fuck everybody else. Bro, like, at the end of the day, Kanye West being signed to Donda Sports ain't gonna make Aaron Donald get more sacks or less sacks. Bro, like, like, I don't even know why. Like, at this point in time, why tie yourself to somebody that's this unhinged? Let's be for real. Let's speak facts, whether you like it or not, whether you like him or not. Big Sean is one of Kanye West's most successful artists ever, bruh.
He was still talking shit about Big Sean in the Drink Champ shit.
Shitted on him. He talked shit about him in the second Drink Champ shit also.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even hear it, but like he shitted on him in the first one.
He was talking about, I forgive Big Sean for not knowing whether he wants a beard or braid. Pick one. He said some shit like that.
Bruh, he is one of his most successful artists ever, bruh. Like, outside of Kanye West's own music, Big Sean on good music has sold millions of fucking records. As much as I like his album more than anything Big Sean has ever put out, Common didn't do that. Common went gold. I think he went gold 2 times on good music. I love B, the album. Not Bing Crosby, Big Sean. I love that album. But, I mean, it didn't bring in the money that fucking none of Big Sean albums brought in. And he shitted on him. I mean, Kid Cudi also, Kid Cudi got the fuck out of there early, though. I think he only released 2 albums on good music, and then he was gone. So, I think his first 2 albums came out. But let's look. Let's look at this shit. Good music. Let's look at the numbers. 1 million copies sold, platinum. Detroit. This is a mixtape. It was still released on good music, but it ain't got no sales data. But Hall of Fame, we already know this shit sold like 2 million copies. We already know. No, Hall of Fame was gold. No. It ain't that one. It ain't the album. It's the fucking single. Ain't this the shit that I Don't Fuck With You was on? Or is this something different? I don't know. I don't keep up with this nigga. Like, I don't.
But nah, this nigga Kanye is talking about getting the fucking family back together. He needs to fucking go and patch shit up with the people he's breaking all these fucking bonds with.
In the music industry? This is the one. 2 million copies. I think this is the one that I Don't Fuck With You was on. Dark Sky Paradise. That's what it was. Good music. Oh, this is trash right here. This Janae Aiko shit. I decided, bro. Like, I mean, Big Sean got a consistent built-in fan base that never goes away, bro. Like, I don't get it, but he has it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I ain't talking about him as with the quality of his music, but this nigga is making Kanye West money. Like, He got a consistent fan base. This album, his latest album was #1 in the country. And I didn't even know when this album came out. I had no clue that it got released, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Detroit Part 2 joint. Like and I think Big Sean is probably done with that nigga. He might throw out a damn, if he got any obligation left with this fool, he might throw out like an EP or something or a mixtape to get himself away from it. But like you were saying, you said you think he need to go back and patch up all these musical relationships that he destroyed.
Hell yeah, if he's talking about getting the family back together, that's the least you could do.
Right, he want to get his wife back, bruh. So she can stop sucking off Pete Davidson. That's what he want to do. But I mean, bitch, the hoes go. Ain't that phrase? She for the streets. Let her be. My nigga, but he don't. Kanye. The thing about Kanye West is that he thinks that he's the best musician to ever live. Mm-hmm. So he thinks that when he feels like breaking off shit with people, he just cycles new ones in. Look at how it was. He had his hometown folks and all of them during his first couple cycles for albums. And then when he was done with that, he had the Kid Cudi, Sci-Hi, and all them, Pusha T and them. And Pusha T is still around somewhat. He be doing his own shit. When he was done with that, next thing you know, he was with Young Thug and Future and Lil Baby and Lil Durk and all these niggas. He just cycled people in, because people in the industry especially, they don't want to be associated with him. I mean, a lot of us grew up, and we grew up during the time where this nigga blew up, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, we saw him become the biggest star on earth. Like, we saw it. Like, it ain't some shit that you was born into or that you was born during the course of it. Like, some people might not understand if you under a certain age. Some people don't know that Ice Cube was one of the biggest rappers ever. Yeah. They just know that this nigga make Friday and make Are We There Yet and shit. They don't know this nigga done sold millions of albums. Mm-hmm. Basically created gangster rap. Like, so people wouldn't have that type of connection to him, like, of this generation, like they have to, like, Kanye. Like, they got a connection.
Like Kanye and Jay-Z and...
I would say not even Jay, bro. Like, I would say if you get the average young Drake fan, bro, they ain't gonna have that reverence for Jay-Z. They gonna think it ain't no way they gonna believe that Drake could not fuck with Jay-Z on his most midday would wash Drake the fuck up. Let's be for real. But it's a certain subset of people who are never gonna think that. Because at the time when they came through, Drake was the nigga. Like Jay-Z was having 11, 12 #1 albums in a row at a time where streaming services would not help you sell albums.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about niggas is like going to buy 600,000 copies of the Blueprint. like that. So that's where we at. Like with Kanye, it's a certain subset of people who we watched him blow up. But when you watch somebody blow up, when you watch somebody be one of the greatest, because at a point in time, he was one of the greatest. He revolutionized some shit. He didn't like college dropout and late registration and graduation was not revolutionary. 808s and heartbreaks was. He revolutionized shit. Like, he took the shit that niggas was trying to shit on and he turned it mainstream, and now everybody does it with the auto-tune. No, T-Pain was getting trashed for that shit, bro. Like, He was popular, but he was getting trashed for it. But Kanye West turned it mainstream. It's hard for people to admit or look and see that this nigga is falling off. He ain't only fall off because he's gone crazy. He's falling off with what he should be known best for, which is music, bro. That shit stinks. I'm sorry. I gotta be objective. I'm always objective. I don't got no my fanhood is only look at that. Amanda Mendoza. This is what she said. 808s and Heartbreaks was the first one she played on repeat. She did not know who he was before that. 808s and Heartbreaks, I gotta admit, when it came out, I hated it. I was some person who was like, why is the Kanye West that I know and love making this bullshit? One day, a random day, like, even though I was the big enough of a Kanye fan, even for an album I hated, was still in my library. One day, a random day, I'm just driving. 808s and Heartbreaks came on, and I decided not to turn it off, and it all just clicked like, bow. Damn, now I caught up to what he was doing. Like, this is like 2-3 years after it came out, to the point where 808s and Heartbreaks to this day has passed up Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy as my favorite Kanye album. Mm-hmm. But that Kanye West is not here anymore. That he's gone. He's gone. Thank you for the comment too. He's out of here. He's not.
No, I will say that Kanye is definitely gone. Like, I don't, and it's like, as much as I am a fan of Kanye, it's getting really hard to, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not backing this nigga or nothing, but it's just getting hard to watch this shit. Like, this nigga is up here acting outlandish, just doing all of this crazy shit and not even for doing what he's supposed to be doing. Like, don't get me wrong, I mean, well, shit, we not even going to, unless he fucking starts dropping them on his own, we not even going to really get no damn easy gear out of this nigga. So,
I mean,
next is the music. We don't even got no good music coming from it.
And his focus has been off of music for a long time, at least since the life of Pablo. But, like, he hasn't cared about music that much, in my opinion, since that came out. Because he paired the album with a stupid fucking fashion show, bruh. And we didn't get a completed version of that album for 7 months. Because he knew that people was anticipating his music so much that instead of putting the music out when it was finished, he thirst trapped you into watching his fashion show so you could hear the album, to get your eyes on what he really wanted you to focus on. Those fucking carpets that he was trying to sell to people to wear. That's what, in my opinion, like, all that shit was garbage. But I'm not in the fashion world. I'm not into all of that high fashion stuff. So maybe I just didn't know what I was looking at. Like, I can be objective enough to say that maybe I just didn't get it because it wasn't for me to get. Mm-hmm. But it was around that time, bro. Like, it was the Life of Pablo album cycle broke the Kanye West hypnotism for me. Like, and I gotta credit Kanye for this, because his foolishness didn't break just the Kanye West hypnotism. It broke the hypnotism of being a fan of stuff for me. Because I start not being a fan of things. Let me fix that. Not being a fan of music or being a fan of albums. Being a fan of the motherfuckers who make them. That's what it broke for me. Like, because now in the way that I look at things is, to me, an artist is only as good as the products that are coming out. Mm-hmm. Am I gonna start hating if I start disagreeing with what you do, except for if you're R. Kelly, fuck him. But if I start disagreeing with what you do, am I gonna start hating stuff that you put out in the past? No. Like Kanye West is out here on a rampage. I'm not gonna hate 808s and heartbreaks because of this, but I'm just not giving his shit another chance. Number one, I don't trust it to even be worth my time.
Yeah.
Like I don't trust it to.
Because you know his mind ain't on the music right now. Even if he released something, I know his mind ain't. It's not on the music. The music is the least of this nigga's words right now.
Right. It's just Amanda Mendoza just dropped the like 13 fire emojis in the chat. Appreciate it. But like it's and yeah, his mind ain't on the music. What his mind is on, I don't know. His mind is somewhere in outer space. Like because it's not.
I think he just thinks he's something that he's not. And it's like he's talking all this shit about Adidas and all of these big name people, but Kanye, are you forgetting this is corporate? You in the corporate world, you can't just do whatever the fuck you want to do.
You can, but you gotta expect consequences.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, you always can do whatever you want to do, but I mean, if you want to still elevate and have, billions, you gotta fucking fall in line to a certain extent. But I don't know. Well, I guess when you're Kanye, you don't gotta fall in line. Yeah.
She says, I personally had to give him space. Still, ever since Dark Twisted Family, he's on another level. It's hard to be a fan and watch such a raw downfall / free fall. He's just out of touch. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
I couldn't have said it better. That's literally my standpoint on this. Like, it's just you watching them get dropped from everything. Balenciaga, Adidas, the talent people. Everybody's like, he can't even be on social media. And so you're just like, damn, like they really doing them filthy right now. And to see, well, I will say Kanye is my favorite, but he ain't making no music, so it's like, damn, can I really call him my favorite artist? But to see this is saddening.
Just to go like to go in this into the statements with non-biased perspective, because if me from 9 years ago would hear current day me say some of the shit that I'm gonna say about this man when it comes to his musical output, the me from 9 years ago might punch this orange hat wearing nigga right in the face. That was different. That's when I was different back then, but I would man, I can't believe this is about to come out of my mouth, but I would say in terms of just I think Drake done passed him up.
Kanye?
Yeah.
As far as music making?
Not personally for me, but non-biased, yes, I think he has.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that. Nigga, you're not getting around your group of people and like, yo, turn on that new Kanye. Like, I mean, I definitely get it, but Drake has passed Kanye up.
Like Kanye,
and, I mean,
Kanye has never
been
been
the best fucking artist on the planet right now. So I ain't gonna say on the planet, but Drake is the best artist right now.
Like I would go into every fucking release just when I run for president, he's still my VP though. He just needs direction for his passion. Did y'all hear the Lex interview? I believe there's still hope for him. I haven't heard that. I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll listen to
it
because at this point in time, it'll be irresponsible for us as people who get up here and talk about shit to not talk about them, even though I got to a point where I personally hated talking about them. I'll listen to that interview and have some more commentary on it next time we get on. But it's I don't think that like I was saying a minute ago, I used to be anticipating every release, and even when because I'm not coming from this shit from a standpoint of a hater, man. I'm coming from it from when I was still a person who was susceptible to being a music stan for certain shit. Like, I was a stan for him. Like, I was a Kanye stan. I was a Wu-Tang Clan stan. I wasn't never a Jay-Z stan, but I was a big fan of. Like, I was a Tribe Called Quest stan. Like, I used to get into arguments with niggas about this shit. It used to be quoting lyrics. Like, I became for a short time, I was a Kendrick Lamar stan, but like, he came around too late in the game to when I was just kind of not on that stan shit for anybody anymore. But I used to be, even shit that I didn't like, I used to look at and try to find excuses to why it was good, bro. Like, I can look back and say I hate Yeezy because I always hated it. Bro, like, but at that point in time, he had just dropped to me before Yeezy came, before Yeezus, not Yeezy, Yeezus. He had just dropped to me, if you don't count Cruel Summer or Cruel Winter, whatever the fuck it was called, Cruel Summer, I think. He had just dropped to me was the best album to come out in fucking years with Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, bro. Like, Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy made me feel like I was in a movie when I listened to it. So, I wanted to love Yeezus so much, I couldn't even admit to myself that it was some dog shit. I can now.
No, and I like Yeezus. I would say Yeezus is better than Donda 2.
I would say too. But Donda 2 was like one of the worst things come on. Donda 2 ain't even finished being made, bruh.
Donda is better than, I wouldn't even go as far as saying it's better than that Jesus is King.
Bruh, I would say that too. I would say that it's better than Donda 1.
I kind of like Donda 1 though.
I would say that Jesus is better than...
I still listen to Donda 1 though. I like Donda. Donda's good. I just wish it won't fucking
censored.
I wish it won't clean, yeah.
But
no, I hate censored music.
But it's I just can't bring myself to even want to hear any music from him because I don't even, despite whatever he might say, whatever racist shit he might do, say, whatever Trump support, I don't give a fuck. I don't think his music is worth my time. I'm not listening to that shit, bruh. That's it. Because it's like he'll literally put out songs that he ain't even finished writing and expect you to think this shit is hot. And call himself one of the fucking best writers ever. The song that he put out, "You a Fake Bitch," you know what I mean? It's a literal part of him. Where he say "dum dum 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 dum" because he don't got words to go there yet, and he expect us to think that shit is hot.
I will say Kanye is definitely getting out of touch with this music shit.
What about Shake Well's 5 Ways? Cleanse the palate. I'm always down to listen to new music. I'll definitely listen to that. I'm always down to listen to new shit. I love that my musical horizons have been expanded because I used to be so narrow-minded. Like, it was hard for me to become a fan of certain of artists, and then once I became a fan of them, and they gained my respect, my pretentious ass music nerd respect when I had my head up my own ass. I was a hardcore fan of them. So like I remember like it was yesterday when I was younger that I was going it's short and bomb as fuck. Love short albums. I remember I was going crazy at niggas for thinking that 50 Cent could compete with Kanye when that graduation versus Curtis shit was happening. Niggas was telling me that Curtis was gonna outsell graduation that week just to fuck with me. Cause they would laugh when I would start going off. Like that is done. But I know we said this in the pre-stream, like before we start, but bro, Kanye West is not only. They was all fine and dandy when he was saying fuck Adidas and he made Adidas need him and all that. Adidas don't care about that shit. But when you start spouting anti-Semitism and you ain't self-aware enough to know that the company that you got the biggest stake in right now that makes up a majority of your net worth is a company that was founded in 1924 in Germany, a company that went through the World War II era and the Holocaust, and a company that now has worldwide appeal, had worldwide appeal before you was ever there, and will have worldwide appeal after you were gone. It's a German company. You think that they want to have anything to do with anti-Semitism? You fucking idiot. That's how you lose $6.1 billion in one day. Right there.
I will say Kanye, he should have really watched before he started this.
That album you just recommended, we're going to do a review of that album.
Which one?
5 Ways by Shake Wells.
Five Ways is just a song. I just
it's a song. I thought it was an album. Shit. Well, we'll do a review of the song. I never even heard of it before now. But just like you want to shoot yourself in the foot that bad that you want to spout anti-Semitism while you are tied to a German company that wants to sell shoes to everybody in the world and sell apparel to everybody in the world. They have to get rid of you when you do that shit. Germany's history with the Jewish people is too fucking complicated for them to put up with any of this. Hey, you have to go. Like, I mean, what?
I mean, I saw this shit coming though.
Right.
When I first heard him talking all that shit in that damn Drink Champs interview, I just knew it was gonna happen 2 years later.
Right, and at least, come on. At least if you gon' when he started his rant about Jewish people, he said he was gonna go Death Con. At least know that it's called Def Con, my nigga. It's not Death Con. And he said, I'm going to go Def Con 3. And I'm convinced he said, I'm going to go Death Con 3 because he didn't know whether the higher numbers or the lower numbers were worse. Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert, Kanye. The lower you get, the worse it is. So next time you decide to go Death Con on somebody, say you're going Death Con 1. And Death Con 0, Death Con in his words, is the nuclear option, bro. Like, he just said 3 because he ain't know which way to go.
I just know that this nigga is. I'm glad that he doesn't have access to his fucking his Instagram and Twitter and shit. I think he needs a break from it all. Cause Kanye he's too unstable for this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
and he got too many people that's not willing to tell him like, yo, you're wild. You need to chill.
And bro, I'm convinced at this point, if he had somebody around him to tell him he was wild and that he need to chill, he would replace him by somebody who wouldn't say it.
Yeah.
He would replace him with somebody.
Why he probably fell out with Cuddy.
Bro, that is exactly why he fell out with Cuddy. He fell out with Cuddy because Cuddy wouldn't jump out the window on Pete Davidson. That's it. He fell out with Cuddy because Cuddy got a friendship with Pete Davidson.
And I mean, I can even see that. Like, alright, I get it. The nigga fucked your baby mama. So you don't gotta be cool with him, but you can't get mad at another nigga because he cool with him.
Right, he's mad at a lot of people for being cool with him. He's mad at Charlemagne the God for being cool with him.
I don't really fuck with Charlemagne the God like that, though.
I mean, but that's neither here nor there. Our opinion on Charlemagne the God out the window.
Yeah.
Kanye West is mad at him over Pete Davidson, allegedly, according to what Charlemagne said. Anyway, but the thing about it is that the situation with this woman is a situation you put yourself in, bro.
Exactly.
You knew her history before you ever got involved with her. You got involved with her according to you and her own admission while she was involved with another dude. She used to cheat on Reggie Bush with you. That's what you and her both said on national TV. Like, at least to the public eye, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors with these people's life, but she seems not to care that your ass is gone, my nigga. Like you seem to be more concerned about it than her, because she even blocked you from the little girl birthday party Travis Scott had to throw you the address. So, like, this is not something that should surprise you, bro. At first and foremost, like, I'm not gonna say that she love it more than her kids. Maybe her kids is above her brand, but her brand is what matters to her the fucking most, my nigga. Like, that Kardashian shit, it ain't called keeping up with the Kardashians and the Jenners. That shit is called keeping up with the Kardashians. That Kardashian shit is number one in her fucking life. Not you, Kanye West. Hell, even I saw a clip when she was basically like, didn't even, when they was shut in for COVID and she didn't even know how to interact with her fucking kids. So she might care about her brand more than she care about them too. Maybe. Like,
I was about to say, I ain't seen that.
I seen that shit. It was all business. They used him. Just like they used every other famous person that came into their circumference. Like, everybody who stepped into the radius of them was used. The only one, and I don't know, but it's from the outside looking in, the only one that I think might have loved a motherfucker was Khloe Kardashian might have loved Lamar Odom. Because he was fucked up and she was still with him for a long ass time. Like, but I mean, shit, Kim Kardashian is going to get clout before anything. That's her clout, is her money. Her name being in headlines is her net worth. What can you do to put your name in the headlines permanently? You can bolt yourself on to the most biggest nigga in music. That's what it was. That's what he was, bro. Like, listen, like, people like Kanye West put his head up his own ass because people was putting theirs up his ass for so long, calling him the biggest genius, the voice of a generation, this, that, and the third. Whether he is to you, it's neither here nor there. I ain't here to tell you shouldn't feel that way about him. But the thing I'm saying is, Kim Kardashian hear that? She's on it. She was on it. She hooked, like, she got you, my nigga. Like, and it's on from you. Like, gone. She don't need you anymore. She's the prototypical Instagram thought. Instagram thoughts get a fucking rapper. Then they start their makeup line and start their motherfucking little clothing line, and your ass is gone, nigga. They don't give a fuck about you and your little streams no more. They'll sink your damn career while they build theirs and tell you to go to hell. Bro, like, look at G Herbo. Is Ari Lennox thinking about him?
No, not Ari Lennox. Not Ari Lennox.
Well, not Ari Lennox. No, not Ari Lennox. Ari Fletcher. Not Ari Lennox got her own fucking musical career. Not her. No slander on her. Ari Fletcher. I would like that last statement to be stricken from the record, Your Honor.
No, but that's what flashed. That was the main one that flashed across my mind. That nigga G Herbo, cause yeah, that's exactly what it is.
She out there. She don't love you. She love money bag. Yo, is that the nigga she fucking with?
Yeah. Well, she used to. I think she done with that nigga too.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But, bro, that
God,
shit is crazy.
I done slandered a woman who actually got a real career up on here. Said she was a. Bro, Ari Lennox don't need shit to do with G Herbo or Moneybag Yo, either one of them. Fuck. Forgive me. If you ever see this, I didn't mean it. I was talking about the actual thought. But she... bitches and that bitch selling weave or some shit, bro. Like, Ari Fletcher.
I think that's exactly what she said. I think it's like weave, lip gloss, a number of things that women will buy.
Except for with Kanye West, you don't have to sell that shit. The bitch you was married to was selling video games and all type of shit. Selling microtransactions, selling TV shows and all. Bro, she don't need nothing to do with you anymore. She sucked a dick and got some clout that one time. Fucked a football player and clouted up even more. And then she landed the grand prize.
One of the richest rap niggas. Well,
Hold on.
the richest rap nigga.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
No, Jay-Z is the richest rap nigga. Kanye lost that $6 billion. Jay-Z is worth like $2 billion.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I said at that time, but now, yeah.
Well, at the time she landed him, he won't either. He was bankrupt, according to his words, remember?
Oh, yeah, and then she gave the nigga the microtransactions from the game.
It said, Amanda says, Lex asked him what he loved about Kim. He said her DNA. He also said marriage is a business, so yeah. He knew what was up. Even called it transactional. Yeah, he did know what was up. What did he love about her DNA? That it was Armenian? What the fuck? I guess if you into that type of thing, you can like it. What the fuck? I mean, you can, if you want to have kids with straight hair, you can get you a fucking Spanish woman. If you want to do it that way, have a... Let me shut the fuck up. Oh, no. Let me
This nigga Kanye has definitely lost it.
And he keeps digging the hole, bro. I see shit every day where he just says more and more stupid shit. Like, and like we said, every time he started doing this stupid shit, he goes and starts. I mean, he has something to promote, and
but see, that's the thing. Now he don't even got a platform to really promote it on.
But he
He
got.
can't use social media. Well, I mean, I guess he is the fucking platform at that point, right?
He is. I mean, he all on fucking Fox, and he all up there with Pierce Morgan. Did an interview with this Lex person. He's I'm gonna have to watch that shit. I'm gonna watch it.
But shit, if everybody else drops this nigga Kanye, we'll put you on the interview, nigga.
I will, bro, but he'll end up being walked out of this motherfucker by the time we get done talking to her. Cause I ain't gonna. I'm not. I don't hold none of these niggas with reverence. Like, so he I don't hold none of them with reverence. So, but he got something to promote, bro. I just realized, like, I didn't just realize it, but I was kind of glossing over it. But that 2024 hat is in every damn thing that he's in now. This
I told you that nigga trying to run for president.
right. You said it. His the DNA, because she's a mix between Rob and Chris. I mean, I guess Rob did help get OJ off. But Chris sold her fucking daughter. Let me stop. Let me stop, man. Like, these niggas, these people got tumultuous histories. He is building, though. He's trying to build communities. He just has no direction. I mean, he might be trying to build communities, but he destroying them before he can even get the foundation laid. Like, nobody wants to fuck with him. Like, in my opinion, and this is what I said a long time ago before we ever sat down but with two microphones. Said we need to watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that joint because I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it, and we'll come back. Like, we'll come back and do the Fall of Kanye Part 2. We'll come back and do that on Thursday. But in my opinion, what Kanye should have done, and I'm not a person that's moving around in billion-dollar circles. People don't take him seriously. Exactly. I think that Kanye, when he was launching his fashion lines, his shoes, his clothes, he should have did it without tying it to any of these fucking companies. When he didn't, and I know that's easier said than done. You need a lot of money to be able to do that. But when he got upset with Nike for not, like, the whole reason why he was pissed at Nike is because Nike did not let the Air Yeezys were not designed by him. They didn't let him design them. Yeah. He was a vanity.
Them Air Yeezys was a way better Yeezy shoe. I will say that.
But them shits is hotter than every Adidas Yeezy that ever come out. Let's be for real.
And that's very true.
Let's go. Hell yeah, let's go. But yeah, in my opinion, he should have went and designed and put all this shit out independently.
Yeah. If he wanted full, what is the word, autonomy?
Yeah.
If he wanted full autonomy over the whole Yeezy brand, he should have fucking, like you said earlier, he should have made a website and had his shit up there for, like he said, the $20 foam runners or however much he wanted to sell his shit for. That's how he should have did it if he really wanted that. But I feel like Kanye wanted work with one of these big brands.
And call me crazy.
Wasn't what he thought it was.
Call me crazy, bro. Call me crazy. Lex guy's an engineer working on robots and AI. He's very respectful, trying to do long form interviews to allow conversation to flow such with his calm temperament and Ye was able to articulate. See, that's the type of stuff I like to watch. I like watching long form content. I like watching long form content. Like, so I'll definitely check that out. I got a long drive I gotta take in a minute, so I'm gonna just listen to it on my way there. But Kanye, to me, I think now this is I can admit what I'm about to say is reaching, okay? I can admit what I'm about to say is reaching, but I think working with Adidas in particular and working with like not Gap, but working with Adidas kind of turned him in, maybe not turned him into what he's become, but it accentuated his ridiculous qualities. And I'll tell you why I think that. Because he is in the, like, Adidas, when it comes to accessible apparel brands, Adidas is, in my opinion, one of the biggest two in the world, and the other one is Nike. Mm-hmm. I ain't talking about high level shit, Balenciaga, Louis V, all that shit.
You're talking about that straight brand wise,
accessible to everybody.
I will agree. You can get Adidas anywhere.
Mm-hmm. And I know the reason why I don't include like Gap and Aeropostale and all that shit in there, because they just ain't got the shoe market that Adidas and Nike have. Like, so in my opinion, I think he started thinking that Adidas needed him, and that inflated his ego.
And it was because of the Yeezy shoes. I think that's why he thought that. Because whether you like the shoes or not, Yeezy were, even still are wave. Damn near everybody is wearing a pair of 350 Boost or some Yeezy boots or something.
She says he wanted the clout of the established foreign fashion designers. We know that because we saw him letting one eat. He saw him feeding a nigga. And
he was out there holding this nigga's glizzy. Nigga holding this fucking hot dog in his hand. holding it for the nigga, bro.
They used him. He shouldn't have cared about their reps and relied their reputations and just relied on his own. Exactly. In my opinion, when Kanye was trying to break into the fashion world, Kanye was a big enough name to do this shit without any help.
Exactly.
Kanye, call me crazy. Kanye West. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna pull up something. A boy. My little brother got a friend. I don't know how he acquired these, but for whatever reason, he got these shit sent to my house. A pair of these motherfuckers right here showed up on my fucking doorstep the other day. These motherfucking shoes cost $2,500 a pop. You telling me Kanye West independently cutting the cam out? Let me see. I'll pull up the exact pair that little nigga bought. Yeah, where they at? I think it's this pair right here. Look at this. This one I ain't bought. It's this exact pair. What that price at? It's off screen. $2,403. That's how much these shoes go. You telling me Kanye West couldn't have come out with Yeezys on his own, sold them motherfuckers for $1,000 a pair?
Nah, he could.
That motherfucker would have sold out. Bruh, it's pairs of this shit that sold out. This pair right here, sold out. This pair, gone. You can't buy this, sold out of stock. This pair, out of stock. Out of stock. The only pair that's in stock is the pair the boy bought. No, this pair is in stock and this pair is in stock. $2,500 shoes. Kanye West could have sold Yeezys for $1,000 a pair. Because niggas is buying them for $1,000 any fucking way. Like, Niggas is spending $5,000 on the Nike version.
Yeah, more than that.
The last time I looked at a pair, they was $5,000. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, nah, but them shits is going for an absurd amount of money. But these niggas need to go ahead on and sell them to me. Why that shit is on the downfall before they're worth nothing?
But I'm just saying, like, that to me, he could have done that. To me,
Yeah,
he
no
could
doubt.
he could have built the brand from the ground up. And I think if the brand being built, building the brand from the ground up, if he would have had to put in that work instead of having Adidas, no pun intended, boost this shit for him,
Mm-hmm.
we would have a person with a different mentality right now.
Exactly.
We would have a person that's not imploding in front of our eyes.
Imploding is a great word. Like, I never thought I would see this shit from Kanye, honestly. Like, I knew it was gonna get bad, but I didn't know it was gonna get this bad.
Yeah, man, like, at a point in time, his ego about his music, that shit is earned. His ego about anything else isn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's trying to do now, but also trying to set up his own means of manufacturing and production. I mean, hopefully he can get it done. Even though I'm not supporting nothing to do with him, I don't wish failure upon him. Like, I don't wish failure upon Kanye West in any of his ventures. Like, he's wishing failure upon himself with the shit that he's doing and saying. Like, because I know this is what I'll say. And I'm going to listen to the interview and I'm going to absorb everything that Kanye says in the interview. But the one thing we have to all admit that he does is he says something in one setting and then the next fucking day he goes and says everything against that. He negates. It's like he doesn't know which. Like she said, he has no direction. It's though he doesn't know what he wants to feel on any given day.
Yeah.
To the point of growing materials for the clothing and thinking sustainability. What he did said, he said that in New Slaves. Said, going in fashion, you needed help, but they ain't satisfied unless you pick the cotton yourself. That's what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
But shit, like he knew this.
I just want to know what this school is gonna go to, because I mean he has children enrolled in this school.
Well, he got to get the accreditation, doesn't he?
I mean, I think it's still kids enrolled though. I don't know about it. Anything. I know it's not accredited, but
like I said, I don't wish I mean, as I know people, if anybody come across this that's just mad at the man, they ain't gonna like what I'm about to say next, because I'm not gonna hate blindly on him. I don't think Kanye West is a piece of shit. Like, I don't go that far. I'm not gonna say that Kanye West is not out here trying to do some good.
mm-hmm.
Even if he's saying and doing dumb shit, I'm not gonna sit out here and say like Kanye West have put niggas like in position. Like Kanye West has put, like, let's be for real, like I said that Big Sean made Kanye West some of the most money. Kanye West, that name is the boost that made Big Sean able to make him money.
Mm-hmm.
Because I listened to Big Sean when he first came out just because I wanted to hear some Kanye West production.
Right.
Like, so I ain't gonna say. Like I said, I ain't blindly hating on the man. I don't think Kanye West is a piece of shit. So if he got a school out there and he's trying to, help children get educated and put children through school and shit, similar to the shit like LeBron James did or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll applaud that. Don't go and ruin that shit saying stupid shit. Like, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you ain't want to be associated with Adidas, you ain't have to be. You could have cut that shit. Like, you said they stole your designs, all that. Maybe they did. Like, I ain't going to say that, like, that's the business world is a cutthroat place. I'm not going to say he's lying about that. But, I mean, you are now saying shit that's making people who buy the product not want to fuck with you.
Yeah,
Like,
I will say that.
That's the thing.
He's definitely done said some.
So he speaks very emotionally.
I can't really see eye to eye with this nigga Kanye right now.
Right. Said they shut down some of his housing projects. That's the thing.
See?
Like, that's
the thing. He's fucking up the money. He's fucking up the money more than anything.
Even if the fucked up part about this world is no matter how, unless you reach the top of the world, and like we ain't gonna go into conspiracy theories or whatever, like, but no matter how high you get, like you're gonna always have somebody to answer to. Like, and she said she wish he would watch his mouth, especially as a Christian. I need to watch my mouth as a Christian also. Like, because Jesus Christ, like, I'm going to have some things to answer to when it's my time to talk to God. All of the things that I say. I can assure you, like, I don't know. When we get on the microphone, it's kind of turned up to 11 because I like talking about this stuff. And it just be flowing. But it don't, in everyday life, I'm not this dirty of a mouth person. And maybe that's how he is. Maybe like when he get into the, we got to get a benefit of the doubt some way. Maybe when he get into his, maybe when he gets into these interviews and things, he just going off the cuff without thinking about what he's really saying. Like, she said her too. She need to watch her mouth as a Christian. But like, as she just said, his public standing affects his business. And like, you have people to answer to. Because look, how about this, right? You know how we just said he could just start a website, sell his own clothes, price it how he wants, set the market, right? This shit runs so deep. What if something he say piss off Cloudflare? You know who Cloudflare is? Mm-mm. Cloudflare is a DDoS protection service that hosts most of the websites in the world. If the shit say .com, it's Cloudflare.
Yeah.
What if he pissed them off and they say, you know what? We're not fucking with you. So what is he gonna do? Go set up his website in Russia or some shit? Like, you gotta do business with people to make money, to do business. Even if shit is independent, it's never completely independent.
No, exactly.
If we built this motherfucking podcast up to 1 million subscribers, 5,000-6,000 people watching us live at a time, and YouTube say we don't like you niggas anymore, your channel is terminated and you're permanently banned. Then what?
We ain't got shit.
1 million subscribers gone, even though this is our shit, even though we built it.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go somewhere else and build up again, and then we at the mercy of that company. You at the mercy of somebody when you in the business world all the time.
Exactly. And I don't think Kanye really understood that part.
I mean, and if you building housings, if you building housing for people, you at the mercy of the fucking government.
Mm-hmm.
If they pull the permits, then your shit is shut down. Like, that's why he's looking at Parler. But yeah, exactly. He has accountability with his exposure if he wants to do good. Yeah, he gotta be accountable. He looking at Parler like, and the thing I don't like. Speaking of Parler, this made me think about this. The thing that it really pisses me off about the stuff that's going on with him is to see like racists and shit use him as a puppet. Somebody who would never like his black ass. Bruh, you think that fucking Tucker Carlson ever wanted to talk to Kanye West ever? Until he started saying stupid shit. Them white supremacists that was hanging stuff off the bridge in LA saying, no, this is not me saying this. This is the sign that those white supremacists held up. Saying Kanye West is right about Jewish people. That's the white supremacist. These people are people who walk by Kanye West. You understand me? If Kanye West was on fire and these niggas was driving down the street in a fucking fire truck, they wouldn't stop it to put him out. And he is out here allowing himself to be paraded around as a token Negro by people who would never otherwise even like him. Like, you need to think about this type of shit before you start going and just saying anything. Because these same people wanted your fucking head on a stake when you snatched that microphone from that white girl, bruh. Did you forget that? When you even made a lyric about her, they wanted you canceled. When you said, to all my Southside niggas that know me best, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex because I made that bitch famous. They wanted you gone.
Yeah. I wonder, does he just think he can't get canceled or some shit?
He knows he can get canceled now. Brother, them niggas is canceling him on a large scale.
No.
She said that Lex encourages him to address individuals and not put the wrongdoing like on a whole group of people. But Kanye West, like, for a person that's been, I understand, I get that. But Kanye West has been in the spotlight. He been a mega star. He been a person that people looks up to for literally 20 years now. College Dropout came out in 2003. That's 20-year anniversary of that is in a few months. That shit took him from unknown to a superstar overnight. He should fucking know better. He should know that to conduct himself that way without somebody having to tell him. Like he has been in the public eye ever since College Dropout came out. I mean, that shit was like, he became, let's be for real, when College Dropout came out, he became number one.
Yeah.
50 Cent was selling more records, but I ain't even past the point of thinking that motherfucking record companies might have been buying 50 Cent albums to keep that record selling. 50 Cent is the biggest artist shit going, because they do that. Like,
what, the record label will buy hella copies of the album?
Man, brother, the record label bought hella copies of Kingdom Come by Jay-Z, allegedly, but it happened. To keep his #1 album streak going. His injury spread his fame too. It spread his fame. Yeah, it did. But it was tied to.
It was tied to College Dropout though.
Yeah, it was tied to the song. He made a song about it, and that song blew him up. That song blew him up. Like, I remember seeing the MTV reports about him, about the wreck, about him almost dying, and then to have the presence of mind and have the presence of mind to make a fucking song out of that, let alone make a song that good out of that, is really the mind that we need back, because that is gone. It said 808s and Heartbreak boosted him to a new audience and also got us to hear his pain. It absolutely did. And that was what I was about to get at. That he not only was he that nigga when College Dropout came out, he sustained being that nigga for damn near the whole 20 years. If it weren't for his outside of the music antics, he would still be that nigga. I don't think nobody would have been able to dethrone Kanye West. He dethroned himself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
all this dumb shit he's doing. I just wish he would stop doing dumb shit. Like, just sit back and fucking relax.
Right. Like I promise you, in my opinion, nobody would have been able to surpass that nigga, man. He was on his way to not being my favorite in rap history, even though he was one of them, but he was on his way to being the best to ever do it. Like, that's what he was on his way to. Because his longevity is damn near unmatched. And would have been. And I say that because of this, right? With every artist, you expect it. You expect certain shit from them. Look at what happened when Drake stepped outside the lane. Drake steps outside the lane with his honestly never mind shit. Everybody made fun of that shit. But Kanye West could literally do anything, and niggas was like held him to such a high standard, thought he was such a genius, that you willing to give anything a chance because he was tied to it.
Yeah.
He went from the 808s and Heartbreak. Now he making trap. He doing gospel. He doing everybody. People is on the edge of their seat to hear whatever he's making. But he, like we said, he orchestrated his own downfall. He's orchestrating it in front of our eyes. And the thing about it is, he thinks that he's the only person that doesn't realize it. Like, man, that's the thing about it. Whether what he's saying like behind the scenes, whether what he's saying behind the scenes is true or not, bro. Like, you can't say it out in the open and still want to deal with these folks.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta leave.
I don't think he really was. Because I wish somebody would have just told him, like, Kanye, like, pushing yourself into the fucking dirt and about whatever you're about to fucking talk about. Right, I just feel like that Drink Champ shit was definitely something different.
Speaking of Drink Champs, bro, like, my niggas, if y'all gonna have the nut sack to record this shit,
don't delete
have it. The nut sack to leave it up.
Yeah.
Because if it's shit that's still up on this channel. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch the 30-minute video he recorded. Yeah, we watched that. That's what the title of that last Kanye stream we did came from that.
You a fake bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really love me. Go listen to Drake, bitch.
Yeah, we watched that.
Nigga said you don't love you love money bag, yo. Yo, yeah, man, I'm just ready for. I wish this nigga would make some music though or something. Because it's like now, I'm just eager to hear about what this nigga would rap about. Because, like, is he going to rap about him getting picked off of fucking Adidas? Or is he still going to be rapping about fucking Kim Kardashian and Skeet? I don't know.
Yeah, so what happened was that she said she watched us watching it. That's when you first commented. You first found us with that one. But like I remember the comment. But yeah, what happened was at first it was just a clip. He had sent me the clip of the you a fake bitch thing, and then he sent me the link to the whole shit. So like he knew it was a whole joint. I didn't, but we watched it, yeah. He was supposed to stop rapping and work on his art, but you know how it goes. Like, yeah, but yeah. I mean, I don't begrudge Kanye doing other things than making music. I don't, but he is not. And subscribe. You see, anybody else watching the video, follow her lead and subscribe too. She did all the steps. Nothing but the biggest thanks to you for that. She watched it, subscribed, and all that. And she a Kanye fan, and we weren't saying the nicest things about him that day. Yeah, we ended up watching it. Yeah, like I don't begrudge him doing whatever he wants to do. But watching him just destroy himself is...
It's just sad to see. Simple as that. But he's doing it to himself. It's like this nigga's a ticking time bomb, bro.
Right. She said she saw we was live now talking about her vice president again. Well, look. Look. It's hard to say nice things. Will we still support him? That's what counts. Like, I ain't gonna tell nobody to stop supporting him. Like, 'cause I ain't here. I don't want to see him have a downfall. I don't want to see him fall off. I would love to see him make another great album. Mm-hmm. I love music. I would love to see him make another great album. He just not doing it.
Like, yeah, he's not doing it.
He's just not doing it.
I don't know. I would still support him though. I mean, if the nigga came out with a website and started selling Yeezys, I still buy some Yeezys.
Fuck that.
Especially if they $20.
Like, them shit's hitty.
I don't know. Bro, I love them.
Them shit's ugly as fuck.
I got Yeezy boot. I got the Yeezy fucking basketball shoes. Well, I don't know if they really basketball shoes.
Oh,
I got 350
Nick Young played in them shits. Nick Young played in some of them. They like in the NBA. He played in some. They are basketball shoes, and it ain't.
I think I done got majority. The only ones I don't got. Well, I got a few it's a few that I don't have, but majority of the shit this nigga dropping, bro, I got some of that shit. Except for that fucking STEM player. That's where I draw the line.
Bro.
Not buying one of those unless I can get that for $20. But
he did the best when he was struggling. I want to see him. She just want to see him rebuild our nation. I mean, he got the power to do that.
Before he rebuilds a nation, he has to rebuild himself first.
Exactly.
He is gone.
He got the sway to do that though. That's the thing.
He can.
Yeah, he got the sway, but shit, he ain't gonna have my support while he acting like this. But yeah. Like I said, even though I say the Yeezys is ugly, this is in hindsight. Like when he first announced the Adidas shit, I was ready to see it. Mm-hmm. When he said he wasn't gonna be on that Nike bullshit, limiting them on purpose, and he was gonna put out the shit with Adidas, I was like, man, if these shits hot, I'll buy them too. They just wasn't. Them shits ugly as fuck. Like I ain't like that shit.
I fuck with the Yeezy. Nigga, I got a Yeezy fucking jacket and all.
Ah, bro, ain't no way in hell I'm buying none of that ugly ass shit. Especially for the prices they was charging for. Oh, fuck that.
I fuck with it. I fuck with
Bruh.
the
I think
Yeezy brand.
these off-white shoes is hotter than Yeezys, bruh. I'd rather wear them.
Yeah. I
Like,
fuck with off-white too. I fuck with Virgil. I fuck
like,
with the off-white Nikes. The off-white dunks.
man, everybody fuck with them, bruh. Them motherfucking shits cost like $15,000 though. Everybody like them. But shit, brother.
I got a pair of fucking the off-white dunks though.
Orange my favorite color too. But
Mm.
if I had $2,500 to throw away on some shoes, then I'll buy these. Nigga, I almost, bruh. If Neiman Marcus didn't have my size, bruh, I was about to drop like 1,200 on some Margellas, and them niggas was like, we don't have them in a size 12. Do you want us to email you when we have them? And I was like, if they ain't got them now, this is a sign for me not to spend $1,200 on shoes.
Yeah.
She said, I gotta admit that aesthetically, the Yeezy stuff has been a no for me, dog. No for me too. Except that slick white tee made from Egyptian cotton. Yeah, I hope. I'll just say it's a no for me too. That shit is ugly, man. And when that high fashion, I'll say this: the normal Yeezy shit, like the Gap hoodies and the shoes, is a damn sight better than that high fashion shit where you know he just snuck in your grandma's house, hijacked some of her rugs, cut them bitches up, and put them on some niggas. Like niggas was wearing shower curtains and shit. Niggas was wearing dish rags. Niggas was wearing anything except for clothes. Like,
Yo, and I actually seen you know how he was having the actual stuff in the Gap stores?
yeah.
Bro, I seen it in person. Nigga, I went into the Gap, like I'm just walking past the store, and it caught I'm like, oh, that's the Yeezy shit. It's literally in the middle of the floor, sitting in big ass laundry baskets, bro. So I'm looking and I'm like, this shit ain't on no rack. They sitting in these black ass fucking laundry baskets. I go and I pick up a sweater, bruh. The shit is unwearable. Like it's so big. Like nigga, I picked up a medium, bro. That shit looked like a triple fucking XL. I was like, no way. So like none of this, I couldn't fit none of that shit. Like none of it was gonna work.
He said, no, not a romantic. It was in a bucket. Like that. And I remember him. He was ranting about that the other day, bro. Like, if you don't want to sell my shit in the laundry basket, that's my vision. That's what he said, right? He was ranting. Bro,
Yo, God,
that nigga, he out here trying to bring back the MC Hammer parachute clothes, bro. Like, this nigga
I don't
tripping.
even know if those was parachute clothes. Like, bro, them clothes were so fucking huge, bro. I was like, damn, like. I was even gonna buy like a Yeezy hoodie, no cap. I was gonna get one, but it's like I can't fit it, bro. I'm gonna need an extra small in that shit.
If my manager insults me again, I will be assaulting him after I fuck the manager up. I'ma go shorten the register up.
Let's go back to the Gap. Look at my check. Wasn't no scratch. So if I stole, wasn't my fault. Yeah, I stole. Never got caught, nigga. See, that's that. Like, why ain't he on that shit? Like,
That's what she said. That was it was revenge. He's selling shit in trash cans in the Gap. It's revenge for the shit he went through on Spaceship. Look, man. Yeah, absolute fire. But like, I don't know, man. I guess Kanye, to wrap up my thoughts on it, I guess Kanye took it from his big brother. What that nigga said, he said, Hove on that new shit. Niggas like, how come? If you want that old shit, buy the old album. And he been releasing garbage ever since that he said that. Been releasing hot trash ever since that shit came out his mouth. 7 years.
See, I just want to know what's gonna come from this nigga Kanye talking, because he was in that shit talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce gonna back him. So I want to see that. I want to see Jay-Z and Kanye fucking really. I mean, yeah, Jay-Z might make the fucking Watch the Throne, but that's probably gonna be about it. Excuse me. That's probably gonna be about it. I know Jay-Z and Beyonce ain't fucking up their money over this Kanye nigga.
Bruh, Jay-Z got fucking business deals with Atlantic Records. He got business deals with Live Nation. The name of Rock Nation comes because Live Nation, I think Live Nation invested $450 million into Rock Nation. They gave Jay-Z $450 million to start that shit. Live Nation, the biggest concert company on earth. You think Jay-Z is about to fuck that up fucking with Kanye?
Exactly.
They separated themselves from him a long time ago. They did. After he went on that crazy rant about the damn Drake song, he was mad. Like, he went on a crazy. That was a crazy rant, but at that point in time, with that rant, I'm on his fucking side.
Which one?
The rant he went on about pop style. You remember that shit? How Jay-Z had him pulled off of pop style. Him and Jay-Z pulled off of pop style because, according to Kanye, Drake signed that big ass deal with Apple Music. Mm-hmm. And at this time, they were still trying to push Tidal. So they pulled the verses because, the shit wasn't Tidal exclusive.
Yeah.
So they pulled the verses. And now when you listen to pop style, all of it is Drake verses. Mm-hmm. Like it was a fucking Jay-Z interlude on it, and then a Kanye verse. That version is way better than the all Drake version. But I was with.
You can hear it.
The version with Kanye and Jay on it.
Yeah.
That was before the album came out. For that album, which album is that on?
That's that. Is it? It ain't More Life.
Pop Style is on Views. Yeah. So before the album came out and before Drake signed the deal with Apple Music for them to have the album, that's the only version that there was. So I'm sure that you can pull that shit up somewhere, because that was the single for Views. It was Pop Style with Jay-Z and Kanye.
Oh yeah. I have never heard the original version, I don't think.
She said you gotta look that rant. Yeah, he went on a rant about, he said, you ain't letting me be on my brother's song. You pulled me from my brother album because of some streaming service beef bullshit. That's what he said. I agree with him. I agree with you. But yeah, that was a rant over pop style, cause you see, you ain't even know that the other version existed. Let's see. I ain't gonna play it, but let's see if we can.
No, I found it. It's up here.
With Jay-Z, Drake. Yep.
Oh no, I think I do know this. They're like Pablo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this.
The original version is at the top, right there.
I knew this. I heard this before.
But he went on a whole rant about that shit. He went on a rant, and after he went on that rant, that's when the Jay-Z relationship started falling apart. But Jay-Z was back with him. He was on Donda.
Yeah. And then this nigga Kanye talking about Watch the Throne 2 is about to come out soon too.
Bro, Watch the Throne 1 ain't even that fucking good. And I've said that since it came out. Like, so I don't give a damn about that shit. like that sweet King Martin shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is
Sweet King Martin?
that shit? I can't even lie, bro. If nothing, and I was anticipating Watch the Throne heavily, especially after I heard Otis, especially after I heard Ham. So he was worth more than Jay. Before that Adidas shit fell through, Kanye West was the richest black person on earth yesterday. He was worth $6.6 billion.
Today, he's not.
He should have remembered it was business. Yeah, he should have. He should have. But, you know, like, it was business. But that title shit was always dead in the water. I respect Jay-Z for trying to have a black-owned streaming service. I respect it, but
You didn't think it was gonna work. Apple Music is too big.
Apple Music won't even that big yet. Apple Music was getting big though, because they could pay niggas to make it big. Apple Music, instead of competing on a level playing field with Tidal, they just gave Drake $20 million to make Views exclusive. That's what happened. Like it ain't like you. It's not. I don't think that is. I don't fault Jay-Z and them for Tidal not blowing up like it should. But like motherfuckers is not gonna stop using Spotify and Apple Music to use Tidal. They wasn't.
Right.
That's the unfortunate part. And the even more unfortunate part is artists was not going to stop taking big ass checks to take an ownership stake in Tidal for you. That's not what happened. Some of them did it. Kanye did it. Jay-Z of course did it. Rihanna did it. That's the only 3 names, and Beyonce. That's the only 4 names I can remember. And now most of their shit is all on Apple Music now.
Exactly.
But at that point in time, like, people wasn't stopped taking, man. Drake was homies and they was brothers, friends and shit like that. But when Apple Music said, nigga, we give you $20 million, he went over there. He didn't give a fuck about that friendship shit. He gave a fuck about that $20 million. They gave him $20 million for an album to make it exclusive. So before it ever sold a copy, he had already profited $20 million off of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know, man, but yeah. Ye needs to hear the song New Friends by Black Angus. My dear friend and future Secretary of Defense. Or Better to Do. I'll listen to that. He putting us on the new music. I'll listen to that. But maybe Kanye need to listen to it too. Maybe Kanye need to listen to Drake's song, No Friends in the Industry.
No friends in the industry. Okay.
Or maybe he just need to
Take a break. Just realize I'm fucking up. Maybe I do need some help.
or maybe he just need to go ahead on and fucking I don't know. I don't know what he could do to fix this fuck up.
No, he can't fix it.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Hey, we music lovers over here. We will have a whole stream of listening to music. You could drop songs in the chat and we'll talk about it right then and there.
No doubt. I'm listening to this Black Angus right now.
But yeah, man, like that's pretty much all I got to say for part 1 of Kanye's downfall. I'm gonna listen to this Lex interview tonight,
Yeah,
Thursday.
listen to the Lex shit.
We'll be back, talk about the interview.
Yeah. And my closing words for this shit, I just hope Kanye really sees that he's fucking up more than he's doing good.
Mm-hmm.
But if he thinks this is also a good decision, then so be it. Good for him. But I don't think this is a good decision at all. By any means, this is terrible.
Right. And he said you was there when it was born from the beat. Maybe you was the inspiration for it. Never know. But yeah, man, Kanye West, bruh. Next time you want to throw $6 billion away, throw it away in my trash can, my nigga.
Exactly.
All right, we are looking forward to the next. Looking forward to having you. We'll see you on Thursday if you got the time. We'll be back.